Welcome to Signals Notebook. This video will guide you through working with chemical drawings within your experiments. Designed for busy scientists, it will show you how to efficiently draw and manipulate your recorded reactions, saving time and accelerating your research and development efforts. In Signals Notebook, your reaction is recorded in the chemical drawing information item within your experiment. Let us start with an experiment and add a new chemical drawing. It is here you will use the industry-leading ChemDraw JavaScript or ChemDraw JS with all its tools and shortcuts to draw structures and reactions with a modern, user-friendly interface. A chemical drawing consists of a ChemDraw JS window, the ChemDraw toolbar or main toolbar, the drawing canvas, and 4 stoichiometric tables. These 4 tables are designed to record quantitative and qualitative details about your reaction and are connected to what drawn in drawing canvas. What is seen in these tables will be set up according to your business needs. In this video, the focus will be on several convenient options to help you draw your reactions and structures. Draw manually with the ChemDraw toolbar. Insert structure by entering the name, copy and paste from other chemical drawings. Add structures from the Chemacx database. Add structures from material libraries, samples, or inventory containers through the Quick Add. Add a chemical file from an outside source. Let's go through them one by one. How to draw manually with the ChemDraw toolbar. To draw your reaction, let us start with the ChemDraw toolbar where you may find options to draw in bonds, text, rings, arrows, and selection tools. These will help you build out your reaction and its components. Some tools on the main toolbar have secondary tools associated with them. These are indicated by a small black triangle in the lower right corner. To access these, long-click on the icon to show the secondary tools. Before you start drawing, you can maximize your drawing area by expanding the canvas. Now, let's select one of the predefined structures and click once in the drawing canvas. You can also include additional bonds by selecting the Solid Bond tool and clicking on one of the benzene carbons to create a toluene. Then select the Text tool, click on the end of the previous bond, and type OH to create a phenol. Once you have a structure, you can use tools like lasso or marquee to select and move the drawings to desired location. When drawing manually, adding an arrow will classify what are your reactants and products for your reaction. There are many other options and shortcuts available to draw a wide variety of chemical structures and build out experimental reactions you create. To learn more, please consult the ChemDraw Quick Start from your username menu and documentation available from Signals Help Center. Use Insert Structure by Name to build your reaction faster. You can add additional chemical structures as reaction components from the chemical name, using Name to Structure. It also pastes the chemical name below the structure if preferred. Once inserted, then use selectors to move it to where you want it. Keep in mind that although some trade names are supported, Name to Structure is not intended to interpret trade or common names. Now, let's copy and paste. Another way to add chemical structure as reaction component is to copy from another experiment, other Signals Notebook objects like registered compounds or reagents, ChemDraw desktop application or other chemical editors. Before using extended copy and paste for the first time, then you need allow ChemDraw JS to access the system clipboard by installing and enabling extension for your browser. You will be prompted to grant permission to access the system clipboard when accessing ChemDraw JS. Then you must click on the clipboard icon to view the instructions to install and enable the ChemDraw web clipboard extension in your browser. Once the extension is activated, you can use the keyboard shortcut keys, Ctrl+C, to copy structures from other chemical editors, then paste with Ctrl+V into ChemDraw JS. If the extension is not installed, users can still copy the chemical structure from a chemical text format such as Smiles. In example, in ChemDraw Desktop you would need to use the option to copy as CDXML text or the shortcut Ctrl+D to paste the structure in ChemDraw JS. Another convenient way to add chemical structure as reaction components is by using the Chemacx database integration. This is a read-only database of available chemicals from major world manufacturers and distributors of fine research, specialty, and industrial chemicals. To access the database, click on Chemacx button at the upper right corner of the page. The Chemacx panel then loads at the right side. Here you can search for chemicals by chemical name, chemical synonym, CAS number, catalog number, or structure. In this case, we will search by CAS number 108-24-7, and then click on Search. The structure and information for the acetic anhydride will be shown by clicking on the information icon on the right side. To add it to your reaction, click on the plus icon next to the structure. By default, the selected chemical structure will be added as the reactant, but it can be moved if needed. Also, we will note that should the selected Chemacx chemical have a stored chemical property matching the reactant table column, like density, it will be auto-populate with the value with Chemacx. Another convenient way to add chemical structure as reaction component is with the Quick Add search bar. This chemical lookup can find chemical structures from local chemicals, compounds, reagents, samples, and inventory containers, as well as integrations Chemacx and external chemical sources. What the Quick Add will find depend on what has been decided by your organization and set up by system administrator. Here, you can type in the chemical name, material ID, sample ID, or container barcode to search for a structure. The Quick Add also retrieves data from Chemacx, so you can look for chemicals by name, CAS number, or catalog number as well. Once you type the name or ID, type acetic acid, select the result you would like to use and click on one of the 4 buttons on the right to either add as a reactant, product, or reagent. The same steps apply to adding a material, sample, or container. You can type in the entity ID and select the chemical you would like to insert into the drawing. If you need to pull structures from compounds, reagents, samples, or containers, then you can also open the Browse Materials window to search for any of these entities. In the left side drop-down, select the source of the chemical you would like to insert. Here you can enter text to search or apply filters to get the desired results. To add a structure, click on any of the buttons to add as a reactant, product, or reagent. When using the Quick Add, some columns in the stoichiometry tables will auto-populate. What populates will depend on what has been decided by your organization and set up by the system administrator. In the case of materials, samples, or containers, there are usually hidden columns for material ID and container ID, which will display a clickable ID when they are added to the reaction. We have covered how to draw and insert structure to create new and unique reaction into the chemical drawing information item, but sometimes you have already drawn your reaction and stored as local file outside of Signals Notebook. Here, you can upload into your experiment with either File Upload option or drag and drop the file into the experiment. You can upload CDXML, CDX, MOL, and RXN files, then a new chemical drawing information item is created with reaction. However, the uploaded drawing will not be editable if the source is from MOL or RXN file. In addition, there is the option to edit chemical structures and reactions with ChemDraw Desktop. Just like adding and editing with the ChemDraw JS in the browser, edits added to Signals Notebook will populate in the stoichiometry table. Keep in mind that editing in ChemDraw Desktop may require a minimum ChemDraw version. Please confirm with the Signals Help Center. This concludes the basics to start working with chemical drawings within Signals Notebook. By following these steps, you can efficiently create and manipulate chemical drawings to enhance your experimental work. If you need more information, product documentation and instructional videos are available within the Signals Notebook application. Additional support can be accessed from the Revity Signals support page.